Hey mom bosses, welcome back to the channel. I've got this cup because it's time for my creativity juice. It helps me come up with my best ideas in record time. And no, it's not wine or a smoothie or a health drink. It's actually not juice at all, but I do have some proven hacks to get my creativity juices flowing. And well, that's what I'm pouring into your cup today. So if you're an entrepreneur and a mom juggling all the responsibilities that come with both roles, grab your own creativity juice, whatever that looks like for you. There's no judgment here, and let's dive in. So tip number one for getting your creativity juices going is create pockets of unstructured time. First up, I want to talk about unstructured time. This might sound a little strange because when we're running a business and a household, it's like every single minute is accounted for. We have to-do lists, we have work deadlines. I mean, let's be real. Our kids' schedules feel like they're planned by NASA or something. But here's the thing, creativity actually thrives in moments where you're not actively working on something. Think about the last time you got that big idea in the shower or came up with an amazing idea while driving. Well, that's because your brain is, wasn't trying to do anything specific. It just was allowed to kind of wander and explore. And creating little pockets of time like this in your day, even just 5 or 10 minutes can make a huge difference. One thing I like to do is use transition times, like after dropping my daughter off at school or sitting down for a few minutes without any agenda, letting my mind wander. And often I find I come up with new ideas or see things that I just hadn't considered before. And if you're saying there's absolutely no free time, remember you can find these small moments anywhere. Think about when you're waiting in the car or you're in between meetings or just letting your mind rest. Trust that those small breaks can lead to really big insights. When you're constantly pushing yourself, it's easy to get tunnel vision. But letting in even a few minutes of unstructured time every day can open up your creativity pathways. And hey, you deserve a break now and then anyway, right? Okay, so now here's creativity tip number 2. This is simple. Change up your environment. How many of you feel like you're glued to the same space all the time? Maybe it's your home office or your kitchen table or a certain corner in your house. As wonderful as that spot is, there's a limit to how much it can inspire fresh ideas. Our brains tend to go into autopilot when we're too familiar with a space. And so a simple change in scenery can be like a reset button for your creativity. Now, I get it, picking up and heading somewhere else isn't always easy when you're managing kids and a business and other obligations, but even a minor shift can help. Usually, if you usually work from your desk, then maybe try going outside on the patio. I love to be on my back porch. Even just sitting on the floor with your laptop in the living room is enough to get the juices flowing differently. Or you can head to a local cafe or to a park, or maybe schedule a few hours in a co-working space if you need to. You'd be surprised at how a small change in just where you're working can open your mind to a lot of new possibilities. So one time I read that some of the most creative minds make a habit of working from different places and spaces. And so I adopted the same. It gives us fresh input, something new to look at, some new smells, some new sights, some new colors. I mean, you don't have to fly to Paris or anything, but of course, if that's in your cards, feel free to do it. But sometimes just taking a small trip around the corner, just giving your mind something new to absorb and a way to reset your perspective. All right, tip number 3. This one I call morning pages. It's one of my absolute favorites. And it comes from a technique that was made famous by Julia Cameron in The Artist's Way. And the idea is to start each day just by writing 3 pages of anything that comes to your mind. No censoring, no editing, no thinking about it, just write. It's just you, a notebook, and your thoughts. And the goal is not to produce perfect writing. It's to clear out all of the mental clutter. It's like decluttering your closet for your brain, and it goes a whole lot faster than decluttering your closet. So think of it this way. Every day we have a ton of thoughts bouncing around our heads, ideas, worries, reminders, plans, and without an outlet, all that noise takes up valuable space in our minds. And by doing some morning pages, you're just basically clearing the slate each day and allowing yourself to start fresh, inviting new creative ideas to enter. I like to take 5 to 10 minutes doing this each morning. I sit with my coffee or my creativity juice. I open my notebook and I just let it flow. Sometimes I'm surprised by what comes out. Half-formed business ideas, thoughts about my daughter, things that have been on my mind without me even realizing it. And here's a bonus. It also gives you a daily record of your thoughts and ideas that you can look back on. Who knows? A random idea that you wrote one morning might spark the next big thing for your business next week or next month. Give it a try. Okay, creativity tip number 4. This one is all about collaboration and connection. Let's be honest, running a business can feel isolating at times. And add in some family responsibilities, it's easy to feel like we're juggling everything on our own. But here's the magic of collaboration. Sometimes the best ideas come from a conversation with someone else, especially if they're in the same boat. Hence, the Mom Boss Circle. So reach out to another entrepreneurial mom, find some business friends, or even your family. Sometimes talking things over with someone else can reveal new angles or ideas. It doesn't have to be formal. Some of my favorite brainstorming moves are just kind of casual over coffee or a quick phone call with a friend who just gets me. Another tip here is to join like a mastermind group or coaching like we offer at the Mom Boss Circle, a local meetup for women entrepreneurs. These groups are like gold mines for inspiration because everyone brings different experiences and perspectives to the table. And if you don't have time to join a group, consider some virtual things. It's amazing what can come from one conversation and one connection. I always find that after connecting with other like-minded women, I feel recharged and inspired and filled with new ideas. Plus, sharing the challenges and the wins with someone else who understands it also really gets me jazzed up. All right, tip number 5. This one's fun. All right, so we're gonna talk about something that you might not have thought about as a creativity booster, and that is play. Yes, that's right. Playing is not just for our kids. It's essential for us too, especially as entrepreneurs. When we play, and I mean doing something fun other than work, there's no other purpose than to enjoy yourself. That's play. It might be playing a game with your kids, it might be dancing to your favorite song, it could be painting or cooking or doing something adventurous, whatever sets you free. Jump out of a plane with a parachute if you have to. But here's why. It's important because play allows you to step away from the serious stuff. It gives your mind a break from the constant work and responsibility mode. And when you're in a playful state, you're more likely to stumble upon ideas because your mind is relaxed and it's open. Plus, playing with your kids or family is a beautiful way to be present with them and to build memories. Who knows? Some of the best business ideas might come out of those playful moments. I know some of mine have. I remember once I was sitting down, I was working on a project, and I just could not get the breakthrough in creativity that I needed. So I took a moment to sit down and play with my daughter, and right there, as we're playing dolls and getting them dressed and undressed, it hit me. I had an amazing idea. It unlocked my brain, and I was able to get over the hump. And so, play is simpler. Recharge, hit the refresh button on your creativity. So here's my challenge. Get some play into your routine. It's part of your weekly plan or 10 minutes or whatever that is. Just make sure that you schedule it in there, but don't be overscheduled because after all, it's play. So now that we've talked about my 5 creativity tips, you know that it's really essential to find these things that you can structure and add into your day to have a regular flow of creativity juices. All right, so I hope that you've enjoyed these 5 creativity boosting tips for today. They're made just for busy moms that are bosses just like us, all right? So whether that is creating unstructured time, switching up your environment, using morning pages, collaborating with others, or scheduling that play into your routine, they aren't just nice to have ideas. They're tools that can really make a difference in how you show up for your business and how you show up with your family. All right, so creativity is not just a luxury, mom bosses. It is fuel for our innovation, our growth, and our impact. So we've got to do what keeps us moving forward. So do it, drink it up, try these tips out, and I'd love to know which one boosts your creativity the most. Or if you have your own favorite creativity hacks, drop them in the comments below. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. We're all here balancing, dreaming, creating, and doing our best right here in the Mom Boss Circle. So let's keep supporting each other, keep sharing what works, and keep showing up as incredible mom bosses, because we are, and you are. All right, thanks for tuning in. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with another mom boss who could have a little creativity boost as well. Let's keep that creativity juice flowing, one idea at a time. Until next time, see you on the flip side.